working for Cathal, seemingly unbeknownst to her. um, and let's see. There was a mushroom trip, and you obtained an iron flask from Nacho's now dead father.
Right.
Short but sweet summary.
There's a big dramatic scene. Nacho killing his own father.
Yeah, very emotional.
Mustn't
It's,
forget about
it,
it.
I think it was like more traumatic for everyone except Nacho.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds about right.
I did not see that coming. I was well, made my job easier. I don't have to keep talking.
With the twist. Twist of the blade.
Where did we leave Toby?
He went off downstairs.
Wasn't he like hammered? He's probably sleeping it off somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was drunk and he went down to get more drunk.
Yeah. Morty gave him gold with the intentions of him buying a woman, and he said he's just gonna buy more drinks because he can get ladies with his looks alone.
Well, maybe somebody should go down there and cut him off. You know,
What?
we got work to do in the morning. Okay, we don't want to, you know,
Morty
be
can generally
carrying.
dispose
We're
it.
gonna be carrying him around.
I can fix it.
Okay, but we also don't want him getting so hammered that he gets like abducted or something, thrown into a bag and getting stolen. Is he still wearing those that captain outfit?
He is a
He
captain,
was
yeah.
still dressed up as a captain. Yep.
You don't know, it could be some pirates around here want to hold him for ransom.
So, you saying that in game now?
Yeah, I only live in the game, Morty. It's
Right.
just,
Right. If you're that worried about him,
yeah,
suppose someone better go check on him. We are gonna
yeah. We
be
just
quite
got,
busy tomorrow.
yeah. Just gotta see what he's up to. I'd send Dracardo down, but he seems to be meditating.
Yes.
Probably trying to talk to those mushroom people again.
He's lost within himself.
Yeah. His pupils are still pretty dilated.
Staring off into space.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go. I'll go check on
You
Toby.
Toby.
Yeah, I'll go check on Toby.
We'll take a field trip.
Yeah.
Ryan.
What's up, Morty?
Yes. What? I'll stay here and keep an eye on the lady.
Yeah, Vern, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, well fought, you guys.
That's what we do.
Laying demons is in my blood. Oh, I don't have my hat yet. I can't put that
Soon,
Yeah,
friend.
don't break immersion.
out.
And
You
Nacho
guys
lead the way.
know I don't have a map for the first floor of this place, right?
Let's turn. Oh, is there another? We can use the hallway or something. Let's use the hallway.
There's a bar.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys come down the stairs on either side, and you look around, and it's towards the end of the day, so the evening crowd is there and pretty busy, and everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. There's music playing, um, loud conversations, and some singing going on in various parts of the room. You look around and you see Chobi in his um, captain's outfit, standing on top of a table, telling a story to a group of captive, to a captive audience, captivated audience.
Yeah, I
He
told you
is-
he's fine.
He's swaying even more than when you left him last time.
Why don't you take a closer look and you know, see how gone he is, Morty.
So as you approach, you hear him saying, he's like fully embraced his captain's persona at this point. So he's telling a story about this one time when they were attacked by pirates, and he single-handedly drove the pirate ship into a reef and saved his entire crew. We roll an insight check with
Insight?
advantage. Yeah,
You say with advantage or with
yeah,
disadvantage?
with advantage. Um, you get the feeling that this is not his story, and you question whether or not any of it even happened to someone else. But he is enjoying everyone that is listening to him right now.
Mm.
Morty leans into Nacho and says, I've never seen the little fella so vocal.
Yeah, I think we should have him wrap it up. Like I think, like so Nacho's thinking, like he knows he has this armor where he can just like change into whatever he wants. So he doesn't want to go over there dressed like a fancy lord or whatever, because maybe he could go over and like wear just some like crappy gear so he can be like a was it like a deckhand or something?
Yeah.
And just like you know,
Basic sailor outfit.
yeah.
So your clothing transforms as you walk towards Toby.
Yeah, I'm
Understand?
trying. I would also, because of that, try to find a place like a dark area or like a place where no one's looking, kind of like a little corner or something. Like if everyone's paying attention to Toby, then you know.
Roll a stealth check.
Nacho looks for a phone booth to step in real quick.
Yeah.
28. That'll do it. You like seamlessly blend into the crowd as you're walking towards him, and Morty and Quarion, you see him do this, and he just kind of comes out the other side of a group of people, and he's in a completely different outfit.
God, so slick.
Yeah.
To the point where you didn't even notice it was him for like 30 seconds. You kind of lost him in the crowd, and then it took you a second to realize that it was Nacho. Nacho, you approach the table that Toby is standing on.
Yeah.
Receiving his accolades from his listeners and ordering another round for the group.
Yeah.
I have a question. So can his gear affect his height at all?
No.
Okay.
I
he
mean,
has. I think one of his spells could probably do that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have a spell for that.
I figured. I was just curious if your gear could do it too.
Yeah.
No, the
Well-
gear just changes itself into
Mhm.
any clothing you would want.
Nacho
Any clothing you want.
Nacho will salute Toby and say, Captain, just wanted to remind you we have a big journey ahead of us tomorrow. I believe it would be a good idea to, wrap up the festivities and head off to bed.
He looks at you a little bit bleary and cross-eyed. Hey, who? Ken's Mackenzie,
Yeah,
my friend.
that's right. It's me. Like I said, I must, urge you to, finish. You pay for, pay for your last round here, and let's get this. You know, of course, you are the captain. I am just a
That's
deckhand.
right.
Yeah.
And don't make me remind you again.
Yeah. And Nacho waves over Morty to
What do you want Morty to do?
so Morty can carry him. I don't know.
It was. Hello.
Yep.
Mortimer!
Yes, Captain. Yeah, stands up. Yeah, gives him a salute.
Hey, you want one of these? And he hands you one of the drinks.
Sure. Morty takes it and then like goes to cheer him.
He like reaches out and just like misses and just sloshes.
When
a
he
bunch
misses,
of-
Morty would like grab him and like act like he try to like pull him forward and make it look like he fell and caught him, get him off the table.
All right. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh, jeez. Hey.
Yeah, so you kind of he misses and goes off balance a little bit. You're able to like kind of grab his hand and guide him into your arms.
And Morty would just grab him and be like, "Oh, easy there," and just like put him down on the ground, and then just kind of like grab him, like pull him closer, like, "Let's go," causing a scene.
Yeah.
Morty just kind of like nudges him along and then like looks around, like changes his face and like looks around all lighthearted at people, like, "Oh, looks like it's time we get going." And just like waves, pushes him forward.
Big sea journey tomorrow. And he just
Yes.
kind of like stumbles into you again.
Morty just kind of like glares at Nacho. Made him do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
me to do that. Oh,
So he begrudgingly follows you guys towards the staircase.
You like how I set up the bar with the bartender real quick?
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys make it upstairs.
Then we come back this way.
Right here, Captain. Morty just kind of like nudges him forward.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
He looks up to Nacho, like, "Go throw him with the lizard."
Yeah.
Morty throws him in Jakaro's room.
With the lizard prostitute.
I think Morty was bunking with Quarion, right?
I think so.
It doesn't matter. I'm trying to cuddle with Morty. Morty will cuddle with you.
What? Yeah.
Just kidding.
No.
Hey, that's my bed.
Got my octopuses guard the door. Alright, you can have it, Morty, but I already farted in it quite a bunch. There you go.
Yikes.
You don't think I didn't last night?
Now it's a double fart bed.
Morty just jumps on the bed with his shoes on.
So you guys are leaving Toby with the prostitute drunk?
And Drakaro.
Well, it was assumed Jakaro was in there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
All
then
right.
I don't know if the prostitute was actually in there. I thought that was just a joke, but
that
she's
it was
actually
a
in
joke. It was a joke.
Yeah,
So that's not canon, but yeah.
I was really hoping you were gonna leave drunk Toby with a bunch of money and a room with a prostitute. Jakaro's prostitute. Nonetheless.
Would have been great. He
Alright,
still
so-
can, you can roll for it if you want.
No, that's good. Jakaro's already souring on Toby. I don't want to drive a further rift between them.
But it would be funny.
It would be So you guys are gonna long rest?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a long rest.
but before I wanted to possibly call somebody, but I'm trying to figure out if
Uh,
I do or don't want to do it.
well, you could. There's always the chief.
At least tell the chief what's up.
Yeah,
Should we tell him
what
that
our
we're about
plan
to
is.
go like invade the town or whatever?
I will be very
Or
brief with the chief.
you could use the radio to phone the chief, and then you could tell the one of the gnomes, like you talk to a gnome and tell him at some point we're probably just gonna show up.
Okay.
Like, give them a heads up that we're just gonna appear in their like place, so they don't
Okay. I
gnome
can do
us or
that.
whatever.
I'm gonna tell the chief that the League of Friends is on the way to face the dragon.
Yeah,
Hope to join you on the
that
battlefield.
Leylon
And
has
Laidlawn is
fallen.
fallen. Orktar Agar,
Yeah.
brother.
He responds, "We have the giant captive still. The other has probably made it to the dragon by now. We'll try to send help to Axholm and the survivors of Fendalen, but it will take time."
It's more than I expected from the chief. Very nice. And then I will contact. Was there a gnome
There was like a
that was?
king. I mean, I feel wasn't there a king that we like?
Wasn't the king a dick?
He was
He was
what?
Wasn't the king a dick?
unstable.
Yeah, he wasn't the brightest bulb in the pack.
There
Uh,
were actually two kings, and one of them was holding the other one captive.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wasn't there like somebody else that the group hit it off with, one of the other gnomes? I thought we had a name of somebody else.
There were the two chief
Fiddlestick.
inventors,
yeah.
Dabbledob and Fiddlestead.
Yes. Morty will message one of them. Whoever stood out to the group the most. It's just been so long, who knows at this point.
Yeah. Hopefully they won't. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Morty will say, "Greetings, fellow. Long time no speak. Don't be surprised if we drop in on you in the next day. Hopefully you're still alive."
Are you going to identify it?
Yeah.
XO.
Morty from the League of Friends.
Hey, he said it. He said the thing.
There you go. Friends, you are very welcome here. Where will you be arriving? Oh, you can't answer, right?
No.
It's I can just answer you. Things are safe for now. We look forward to your arrival.
Excellent. Morty relays this to well, it's Quarian for now, I suppose, but I'll tell the rest of the group in the morning.
All right.
There we go. I used him before you lose him. Now I'm gonna switch around my other spells.
Not sure you hear a knock on your door.
Hello. Nacho here.
It's me, Cathal.
What's up?
I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for me, and I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to procure you another easy entrance to the Regent's Palace at this point. But I may be able to figure out a couple back ways in for you by the morning.
Well, that would be much appreciated. You know, the success of this mission is very important to the realm here. And you know, and when we are successful, I look forward to your support for any events that might happen in the future. You know, when I become an official, I don't know if I told you this, but I might be an official lord in these parts, like a legit one.
Oh, we'd be happy to have you, and
Yeah,
as I said before, anything's better than what we currently have.
absolutely, I absolutely agree. I had a long talk with the regent. He didn't seem to care very much for outside these walls. But
He only cares for himself and
No.
his power.
yeah, I'm Nacho's a man of the people. I'll tell you that.
So I've seen.
I love this big shot nacho arc.
Well,
He's big time it now.
yeah. I'll leave you to your rest, but if there's anything you need, just let us know.
Have a good one.
All right. Anything anybody wants to do for the long rest?
Do we have any items that still need identifying?
I think Nacho
We get
has
all,
his
like,
dad's
the-
dagger.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah. Oh
Heirloom.
yeah. We'll check that out.
Heirloom dagger.
Yay.
I don't think Morty has anything. Let me double check my inventory, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything.
I think you guys are probably mostly caught up. But I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Did you finish off that book?
Yeah, pretty sure the scribe.
Yeah, we paid
Told
to
you
get
the
all of our
rest
other
of the book.
things identified.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's just Nacho's dagger. It's the only item on deck.
Did you guys sell the book? I can't remember.
We sold half of it. We sold like a bunch of scrolls out of it, and I have the other half basically.
Okay.
Ripped
Yep.
out a few pages of this priceless gnomish artifact.
We, because we had discussed this before selling it. It was like, we're never going back there, right?
Until right now. Now we're
Yeah.
going back.
Now we gotta go back.
Yeah.
We just, make sure you keep that book in your pocket.
What if it starts glowing as soon as we show up? And they're like, what's in your bag?
Well, then I'm gonna tell them
Nothing.
Jakaro stole it.
What is that in your bag, Jakaro?
It's all Jakaro and Morty. Corian had no idea. He would
I
never
got an
steal
idea.
from his gnomish
We could
brother.
put it. We could put it in the hole. No one will see it there.
What
Good
if
idea.
so are the spells we want still in it?
Yes.
What if we just rip those out and then we just put the book back where Jakaro found it?
It would have no spells in it at all. It would show up mysteriously at the same time we do.
Hey,
It disappeared mysteriously at the same time as
Look.
you guys did.
Yeah.
all I'm saying is it's a possibility, and Nacho can make it happen. Okay.
Yeah, if that's something you want to do, talk to me in game.
Well, look, okay. It's okay. Nacho's
Morty
going to
was
bed.
honestly not. Morty was not even gonna think about coming up with a plan because
Are we doing? Do we do watches in this scenario?
I hope not. We're like,
So I suppose it's up to you guys.
Corian would
mean-
feel safe.
Jakaro's got that bow. So
His glow bow.
he's got the Lord of the Rings sword bow, basically. I mean, I don't know. We did We did just catch a couple demons that were trying to kill us.
Oh yeah. Check out the dust Quarion. See what the dust is like. Give it a little taste.
Like the dust of disappearance. We already know what that is.
No. The when we killed the demons, they left the big one left a little
Oh,
dust
yeah.
behind, and you scooped some of it up.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll use my rest to examine my dusty
Demon dust.
Yeah.
Steve Demon Dust. All right. So as you're examining the demon dust, how are you going to examine it?
Very carefully, with gloves.
Yeah.
All right. Roll an Arcana check for me.
9 with my highest proficiency thing.
Plus 6, yeah.
Wait, if I have proficiency, do I get advantage?
No.
No.
Plus 6 is what you get.
You get plus 6.
You get advantage if there's like a green A next to it.
But that usually means you have an item that's giving it to you or something like that. Or an ability.
Yeah, or a racial trait.
There you go. Let's see. So you examine the dust. It looks pretty similar to just any other animal cremains. Which sounds stupid, was the technical word for cremated body. And you, other than it has a couple of odd characteristics, it does smell of sulfur. And it still feels warm to the touch, even though it's been like a couple hours since it happened. You have a feeling that there's probably still some magical properties left in this dust, but you don't. I mean, someone may know a use for it, but you don't know.
Good thing. Is Vern still around? Can I just like pop my head out and call out to him?
He better be around. Ask him in the morning or something.
Yeah,
I'll just do that.
You
I'll
can
let
wake him up. He's an old man.
He needs to sleep.
He's had his milk. He's asleep now.
And then you're examining the dagger from your father.
Yeah.
So you start looking at this dagger, and you notice that the cross guard at the by the hilt is sort of has this ornate wing-like appearance to it, and there's a blue gemstone inset between the two. The blade itself, like I said, is very finely made. And as you're examining it, the blue light starts to glow. And the as this happens, you get a little bit startled, and you kind of jump and drop the sword, and the sword. Sorry, guys, I gotta go for a second. The sword starts to float in front of you.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy floating sword.
I'll be back in a little bit. 1 second.
Word.
Okay.
So
Baby time.
It's a dagger, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So floating dagger.
Magic floating dagger.
Floating dagger.
I bet it's the I forget what it's called, but there's like a type of a weapon where like you say the command word and it like floats next to you. Then you use your like a bonus action for an extra attack.
Well,
maybe it's that.
I just hope it's not an attuned thing, because I'd like to have.
Definitely is.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I'd like to have, because right now I got my silver dagger as my offhand dagger, so I'd like to, if I could go double. That was my original, like the very first day when I made Nacho. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna dual wield short swords. But then I was just like, oh, but his constitution is like a 5, so he's not gonna be doing any hand to hand like melee stuff. And then I switched out the con for the strength, and now he's just, But so yeah, it was always meant to be a dual wielding maniac.
Yeah, sword in one hand, have the dagger in the other.
Yeah, I just don't get the proficiency with the dagger attack.
Oh, I think I found what it is.
Well, why don't you tell us what you think it is, and let's see. Let's play like a Price
Cheers
is
to
Right
blast.
kind. Let's do like a Price is Right kind of deal.
I don't see a dagger here, so maybe you're gonna end up getting a short sword.
Oh,
What's it called?
Put it in the group. This might be it.
oh.
Board.
So that would mean you could use your offhand plus this as well. Because it uses a bonus action to attack.
Yeah, there's no
This is
dagger version.
this is why D&D is insane. Because I had no idea something like this even existed. If that's what this ends up being.
Very rare. Very rare is purple, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
And we don't have that many purple items.
I think Horvat had most of them.
And then I took the longsword of sharpness.
You had purple items?
I have 2 of them right now. I have the longsword of sharpness, and then I have the that paint set is purple too.
Oh, yo.
The paint set makes sense.
Hey.
What up, dog? You didn't miss much. We went and grabbed a drunken Toby from downstairs, and then we all went to bed, and we're in the middle of identifying a few things. I don't know if you had
Okay.
anything to identify.
No, I just was gonna give the flask back to Quarian.
Now that you can't
Wha-
trap your mushrooms with it.
Yeah, I thought I would be able to get one of them.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you don't need to. It sounds like they're just your buddies, and they'll come hang out with you,
Yeah,
regardless of trapping them.
Yeah, and Vern knows where
Oh,
they are.
Yeah. Vern probably has
Lynch.
like their email address. You can shoot them an
Yeah.
invite to a party.
You remember James's description of the weapon? This is definitely it.
Oh, okay.
Because he was describing the wings like on the hilt, and then the blue gem in the middle. This is it.
The dancing one.
Yeah. That's a dude. You got lucky.
Oh,
That's
and
a
I
good.
have to I need to switch my attunements.
Oh, for what?
I'm gonna take off my ring attunement and put on the bow of warning.
Why? What else do you have?
I have my gloves of archery, which are awesome. And I've got amulet of health, which is giving me like 30 health.
Yeah. So it looks like you no longer get the benefits of your ring. You're no longer immortal.
I know, I really was hoping that that passive one was still active, but
I mean, you'd have to die for it to come into effect.
right.
And then if you
So
died, we would just revive you anyways.
yeah, I'm gonna save that for my final goodbye. I'll reattune it and sheath the sword.
What sword?
The figurative sword.
Let's say Kara doesn't wield a sword.
The dagger.
And Jakar, are you sure you don't want this long sword of sharpness just so you have like something to
I'm
hit
sh-
guys with in melee range?
I've got stuff. I've got daggers. I've got hand axes. I'm a woodsman. I'm
That,
a road.
that for him to get the benefits, though, he has to attune to it.
Yeah, but like you still use it as like a regular
I'm
1d8
good.
sword. It bums me out that we have this awesome rare sword and none of us want to use it.
It's
Well,
is it a long sword?
Yep. Long
Think
sword.
about
Yeah. Nacho
think about
does
like
have proficiency in longsword, but he's already got the short
You might get-
sword and then getting this
Yeah.
other sword. So
I was gonna say, like, it's having too many magical items as a problem is a good thing. So I wouldn't be too upset about it.
who knows? Maybe Horvath will return from his pilgrimage.
Maybe.
I doubt
I
it.
guess it does look pretty cool on Quarian set for right now.
Just a decoration.
Yeah, it makes me look badass.
I wonder if it's
People would be
baby
like,
time.
why does that druid guy have a sword? I thought he uses magic. Does he know how to use swords too? Like that's what the guys are whispering when they see me. Joke's on them. I don't know how to use the sword.
I think Nacho might have outgrown his sneaky boots.
Yeah.
Cause like my stealth is a +9, and those boots give me advantage with stealth, and it's like with a +9, like even if I roll like a 4, I still probably pass, right?
Yeah. Most likely, depending what it is.
We'll see how cool the sword is.
I like the spider boots too. Those are really cool.
Yeah. Well,
I would love them, but I don't know what I would give up for them.
I used them one episode.
I'd use them all the time. Climbing up on walls and like shooting spells down from the ceiling.
It's the last thing you
What do
need
you
is
think?
another item that'll let you do stuff that draws attention to us.
It would be
You already
perfect.
have a giant fly, man. Isn't that enough?
Oh yeah, I can only use that for 12 hours every 3 days.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks. Only 12 hours every 3 days. Oh, I feel
Every 2
bad for you.
days.
I feel so
Terrible.
bad for you, man.
yeah, that's plenty of time to get into shenanigans every day.
Yep. I am a fan of my shenanigans. I guess I'm gonna take this time while we're sitting here. I'm gonna use the pigments to make a new suit for Evie. Needs
New
like
suit.
needs like a harness with like some pouches to hold good berries and stuff in. That's what she needs.
It's a magical creature.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still gotta look fresh. And then I can like put a potion in her pouch, have her teleport over to one of you guys with a potion.
Are you gonna make like like matching suits for Quarion and your Pokemon?
Eevee.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that artistic ability, because I've got the Mariner's Mail, which is decorated with fish and shell motifs, so it's probably pretty fancy looking.
That would be pretty dope if you end up using this sword like as a third attack, if that's how it works.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'd be nice if like there was a level up where we like gained an attunement slot.
Because you know what this is the equivalent of, sort of? It's like having my my fist for free.
Yeah.
Because that's how I use my fist as a bonus action. And it's the same idea where, it can't be attacked. Like I suppose this is a physical item, so something could probably try to grab it out of the air or something like that, but
My armor looks fresh. I definitely can't copy that for Eevee.
that's what you think your scale mail looks like?
That's what Google says it looks like.
Oh, like when you search it in Beyond?
Yeah. This is like the Mariner's leather armor version, because mine can't have metal in it.
I figured, yeah, because I'm picturing like what my scale mail looks like. I figured it was just that.
I'm picturing more of like a leather look. Or maybe scales, but it's like fish scales.
Yeah, Aquarian would wear a gay boy leather vest.
Oh,
You're just jealous because I can swim and you would just sink.
I would just sink.
Ooh, and there's something called Mail of the Riverlands.
Are you just looking up magic items?
I'm just looking up Mariner's armor.
Oh.
Different looks. What's this? Eh, I like the first one better.
Caro. Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm here. What up?
What up, man?
I gotta use Owlbear in Chrome.
Yes. Where else would you use it?
Firefox?
I was using it in
Edge browser?
Microsoft Edge.
oh my.
Yuck. It's not smart. You know what I realized just now? We're the Tattoo Brothers.
Need that. Oh yeah, I've got the tattoo on.
All Quarian talking about is the way his character looks. I forgot that Morty has a tattoo now. It gives me
And I
magical
have that
powers.
gauntlet. And I have 2 pauldrons. One bear. No, the bear's the cloak. The bear head on top. And then I
Yeah, I
have
feel like compared to the
one
rest of the
pauldron.
party, Morty pretty much looks the same as he did. Just a little bit more banged up and with a tattoo now. But
Alright,
Nacho
where's
can literally change shape from head to toe. And then Carl's been accumulating dead animals on his armor.
Eh.
Quarian got all new armor, and he's paid to have his whole wardrobe updated.
We're gonna have your displacer cloak, right?
Yep. I suppose this will be the first time Morty looks a little bit different, like in a noticeable way. I feel like it's pretty fitting though for a cleric though to have a cloak. You know.
Well, hey, whatever keeps you from being like, I don't have anything new. You know.
That's not what I was getting at. I was just talking more about appearances. That's it.
Okay.
Corian looks like completely different head to toe.
Yeah.
New armor, new cloak, new hat.
My
Kara
changes
wants
have
to
been
learn some magic.
my changes have been more internal than external, right?
Yeah, all I need is
Deep.
Yeah.
gloves and boots.
All right, sorry about that. My daughter peed on the floor, so I guess it's good because she didn't do it in the bed, but
Yeah. Easier to clean.
yeah. All right.
Oh, kids.
So that was a dancing sword.
Dancing sword. I'll take it.
Although it is a dagger, but yeah.
Do I go for? I saw that it's like a short sword. Because
When you were it was. I mean, it was a dagger,
but for D&D Beyond purposes,
yeah, you could probably do it as a short sword, and then just the only thing that would change is the damage.
okay.
Since it's a dagger, it'll do a little bit less damage. But what's a short sword? A D6 or 8?
I think it's a 6.
6. So it's just a D4 instead of a D6.
Hmm,
It's a dagger.
okay. Okay.
It's a pretty nice setup you got now, Nacho.
For sure.
So that attacks with a bonus action. Does that mean he basically gets like a third attack?
It is. It pretty much acts like your spiritual weapon
Yeah.
for 4 attacks, and then
That's
it
pretty
flies
cool.
back to his hand.
But then you could just throw it back out again, right?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Do you use your bonus action for anything already?
Disengage mostly.
Yeah, disengage and depends. When I'm trying to be a tank, I'll go for a second attack sometimes.
Well, there you go. You got a little flying knife, buddy.
I assume you guys filled Dracaro in on what little happened while he was gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Anything else anybody want to do on the long rest?
Yeah, Dracaro is gonna switch out his attunement to the longbow of warning and take off of his ring of mind shielding.
All right.
Morty, also with that life well tattoo that we have, it says necrotic resistance.
Yes, sir.
I already found a token for your knife, Nacho.
Oh,
We'll work on it.
Is it
We'll
there?
work on it.
so my longbow of warning gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah.
And I can't be surprised, and it starts glowing or wakes me up in dangers within 30 feet.
Cool bow.
I will
You're gonna
have to try to remember that. So
you're gonna be sleeping with it like tucked underneath your blanket from now on.
It's like a spidey sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you act like he didn't already do that with his bow.
Yeah, it's true.
Never leaves my side.
He's just like got an arrow in it at all times while he sleeps underneath the blanket.
All right. One
I'll
moment.
give, and I'm gonna give the flask, the demon hunting flask to Quarion.
Brian's gonna get super excited and just look at it. Finally, a way to beat the demon he's been hunting.
Do you want to research it a little bit?
Yeah. If there's anything more to find out about it, I'll keep researching it.
Okay. No, there's not as far as like function and what it does. You know everything in that regard. You do come across it in the demon book as one of the few ways to imprison a demon. There are documented cases of flasks that are currently being guarded in undisclosed locations of demons that have been successfully captured in the past. You do know that unfortunately it's relatively easy to let them out of the flask, which is why the locations are heavily guarded secrets. But as far as actually capturing the demon, it's one of the few things that will work. And it eliminates the problem of having to go to the 9 hells to find the demon and slay it in its own plane of existence.
Got a toy.
All right, you guys are long rested. Drakaro, you wake up to a moaning Toby and a fresh pile of vomit next to his bed.
Toby, you have a long night, buddy?
Yeah, a little bit more than it usually.
Take it easy, old man. Can't act like you were 20 years ago.
It's been a while since I've been in a real tavern, is all.
Been with a real woman?
I don't.
Don't mind, Toby. Let's move on. What's going on? What's the plan for the day?
I mean, Toby isn't interested in women.
think we're supposed to be trying to break into the throne room. He just kind of like gags on a little bit of vomit in his mouth again.
You want to sit this one out, Toby?
Well, you can't sit this one out.
Well, then I'd be stuck here.
Yeah.
The car's trying to ditch Toby.
No, I need to see it through. The dragon is my priority.
All right, pull yourself together then. Let's get going. Let's find the rest of the gang.
A little coffee, I'll be alright. He stumbles out of bed, still wearing his captain's hat and clothes from the day before.
And he fell
Ricardo's gonna go knock on Nacho's door.
like he
Say,
fell
Lord,
asleep in the hat.
Lord Kensington.
Good morning.
Let's go.
All right, get my shoes on here.
Jakaro, you hear from down the hall outside your room. You see Chaz, and you hear him go, "Oh, what the hell happened in here?" He's carrying his mop.
Toby.
Toby just kind of like leaning against the wall right now. Not in a cool way.
Nacho pokes
in
his
it-
head in. He's like,
He's got-
jeez.
Like he's dying.
Why don't you head downstairs and order some breakfast?
Ah,
Be
jeez.
down. Be down a little bit.
All right.
Do we have any silver? Or is our money just all in gold?
I'm sure we have a collection. I think just for bookkeeping purposes, we have it all in gold.
Yeah, you have a fair amount of silver.
Toss him a few silver.
Yeah, I was gonna give him. I can either give him 1 silver or 1 gold coin. I feel like gold's a little. It's a
Do
bit
you have any more money
excessive.
on you?
I've
I
got.
mean, there's copper too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
smaller denomination. For your purposes, you have whichever denomination you would want.
How much silver is a gold?
I don't know.
Pretty sure
probably?
it's 10. I think copper, silver, gold are just like 10, 10, 10.
Dracaro gives him a gold piece and says,
Oh.
"Sorry about my friend."
Oh, you're talking about
Been a
paying
while.
Childs.
Yeah.
You're trying to pay him the least amount as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dracaro gave him a gold.
Gotta clean up after Toby.
Fine. It's for everybody.
Ace is happy with this now.
Be a good kid.
Yeah.
His task is not as bad as it was before. See him go to work.
You just gave him food for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, we
Morty.
you know.
You see him kind of gagging as he's cleaning up. Just
Morty abruptly wakes up. Oh, it's you. What time is it?
I'm to kick today's butt.
Yeah. Time for you to get a watch, Morty. Time to get up. All right.
See Morty like throw his legs over the bed, and feet just go inside his shoes, right next to his bed.
You never took your shoes off before you got into bed.
That was just when I was laying there.
Continuity, Morty. Continuity.
That was when I was just laying there, right?
No, let's just start a new campaign. This whole thing's ruined now for me.
start the story over.
Morty's like, all right, well, we got to figure out how we're getting out of here. And,
Yeah.
before I talk to Vernon, I wanted to stop by the church on my way out.
Oh, don't forget, Mort. We gotta go pick up our in Dracaro. We gotta go pick up our stuff.
Yeah, we got stuff to pick up as well.
Oh, and hey Nacho, how were those pastries?
Uh,
Landed them yet?
did you give him to me?
I would have given them to you last night. Before we went to bed, I would have given them to Nacho.
Okay. Well, I mean, some of them were a little smushed, but overall, I thought.
I did get kidnapped.
Yeah. Overall, they were pretty good. I mean,
Getting you your snacks.
you know.
You have any left?
Oh, there's several. Would you like one, Morty?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, better
Morty.
enjoy those. That thing of pastries cost us 10 gold.
Marty eats one, and then, like, as you tell him that, he starts choking on it. You say 10 gold?
Yeah. I may have wandered into a very pricey establishment, and I couldn't back down. I had to play the part. I was Lord Kensington's personal mage.
Wow. Morty
Didn't
just
want
shakes
them
his head.
Look, yeah, we got the gold.
Continues eating the
Yeah.
the pastry. He's disappointed, but he won't put down the pastry.
Yeah.
It's a very good pastry, but probably not worth what he paid for it.
You guys want to see something fancy?
Sure. What you got for us, Kensington?
Uh,
What do you want?
oh, that thing is huge. Nachos. He says
That's what she said.
abracadabra, and this like dagger just appears like hovering.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it's the
You
dagger.
joy?
Yeah, I can just like, tell. I think I can tell it to do things, right?
Yeah, you can fly up to 30 feet.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can fly up to 30 feet.
It's a nice little
Nice.
Yeah,
toy.
it'll come in handy. And then
Very nice.
I tell it to go away. Boom. I have that thing as so +4 to hit, and then do I do 1d4? Because right now it says 1d6 +3, but since it's actually a dagger, do I change that to 1d4?
Did it come up as anything other than a short sword when you were doing it?
It did longsword and rapier.
Everything except dagger.
Do it as a rapier,
Okay.
because then it will give you your dexterity bonuses to attack instead of a strength.
Ooh.
So your attack bonuses will be better.
Nice.
And a dagger is dexterity, not strength, so it's more in line with the dagger. It's still just gonna be a D4 instead of whatever the rapier is for damage. But all the pluses will be the same.
The modifiers.
The modifiers on the attack, and then the modifiers on the damage will be the same, but the dice will just be different.
All right, fellas, should we hit the town? Go get our new loot.
Well, I mean, we're probably not coming back here, so we should probably make the plan first, and then get everything on the way.
I thought was
Right.
the plan. We were gonna I'd cast my spell, you'd hit the dust, and then we'd sneak into the palace.
We never discussed this game, I thought.
Well, I thought we talked about it.
Let's go.
Like
Let's
the
go.
night before in game.
No, was it? Oh, before I went to bed, Cathal told me that she was gonna try to find a way. She was gonna have something for us, like a back door or something.
Yeah.
So.
And then Morty catches them up on speaking to the chief, and the gnomes. So I gotta let you guys know that the coast is clear for now, and that situation is pretty much the same with the orcs, and that they're gonna try to send some guys to meet us. So everybody's caught up. So let's go grab Vern and see what Cathal has got going.
I gotta ask him about this weird demon dust we got too. There's something
Yeah.
funky about it, but I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah, Vern's a great guy. Morty walks out of the room.
Should we just go to Cathal's room or like the meeting room over here?
Yeah.
Morty just knocks on the door.
Gentlemen, come in.
Pokes his head in, then looks back at the boys and gives a wave.
Where he goes and sits not next to Vern, across from him because he knows Morty will want to sit next to him.
Yeah, Morty went next to Vern.
Carl stands by the door.
You see Vern sitting there having his signature cup of tea. And Cathal is there actually joining him as well, also with a cup of tea. There is not as big as the feast she prepared for you the other day, but there's a decent spread on the table of food waiting for you guys.
We better chow down, boys. Who knows when we're gonna eat this good again?
Morty, as Jakar is like, "Aren't you hungry, mate?" Then looks at him, looks at the food.
Carl walks over to the table, grabs some food.
What kind of food are we talking about? Is there bacon?
There is some bacon, yes.
And
Okay.
eats it while he stands.
Nacho grabs a cloth napkin, puts a pile of bacon in the cloth napkin, and then puts that in his bag, and then eats some more bacon.
Morty grabs the bridge of his nose, looking down in his lap, and then looks to Vern, Cathal, and smiles.
Vern is just kind of has a little smirk as he's watching Nacho do this. Cathal is kind of rolls her eyes, but is somewhat expecting it as This is not the first time Nacho's done this in her presence. And
Morty just says, "Don't mind them."
Oh, I don't, for now.
Yeah.
And she says, so on short notice, I wasn't able to procure another document granting you entrance.
But
But there are a few less than public ways onto the grounds, at least. From there, getting into the throne room will have to be on you.
all right, I think we can handle it, lads.
I think so too. We're sneaky enough.
How long you need to activate the thing, Vern?
An excellent question.
As I was looking, the dust gives us a 2d4, I believe.
Let's see. It's just it's just in action, so pretty much instantaneous as long as we're within the circle.
All right, so 2d4 time should be plenty. If we need it, that is. I
Yes,
suppose
if
we.
can get past the guards without them noticing, and as soon as we're all in the circle, I can get us out of here.
Perfect. Well, boys, I suppose we go run our errands and then get out of here. Then Morty looks to Cathal and says, "It's been a pleasure. Thanks for all your help. And I'm sure we'll be talking in the future."
Will we be able to contact her with the whatever, like the stone thing that you have, like the D&D cell phone?
I do it in my mind, mate.
Oh,
Spell.
He's got it as a spell.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, should you need me, you know where to find me. I wish you luck in your endeavors, especially since my future is heavily riding on them as well.
Yeah, I have to whip up some brew next time I'm in town. Morty gives her a wink.
Yes, I'll work on getting the ingredients together. Next time you're back, we can start the brewing process.
Excellent. Morty smiles.
And she says, and if you see Halia, make sure you give her
Kill her.
one for me.
We will kill her dead for you.
Yes. She and her demon compatriot will get what's coming to them.
Yes, I think the demon's more concerning, but I never did like that bitch.
Yes. They'll both rue the last time they hear from the League of Friends.
It'll rue the day. Rue it.
And I suppose next time you see us, we'll be demon slayers as well. Morty kind of gives a wink.
Or at least demon
Or
capturers.
not demon slayers, dragon slayers too. That's what I meant to say.
Well, I should hope so, good dwarf.
Yes. And he looks
Uh,
to Nacho. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Vern says, shall I just wait for you here then?
I mean,
Before we leave, Vern, I had a question for you. And Corian pulls out the little baggie of demon dust. I got this after we killed that demon yesterday. She left this behind, giving off some kind of magical energy, but I just can't quite pin it down. What do you think about it?
So the remnants of a demon can be used alchemically for several potions. Most of them aren't too savory that I know of.
I wouldn't imagine so if it's made out of demon parts.
I meant the effects as well.
I
Suppose it
suppose I'll
depends
hold
what you're
on to
looking
it and
for.
see if sometime down the line come across a way to make make a potion that needs it.
So I can.
So
I may have a few recipes I could lend you.
Ooh, Gordon's eyes light up. Always looking for new recipes.
before
Think we
before we
have-
leave, Morty's like, that reminds me, Cathal, was there a specific time that these entrances or these ways you have to the palace we should take them, or does it not matter?
No, like I said, they'll get you into the grounds. They're just either unguarded or less guarded, or unknown entrances.
All right, fair
Um,
enough.
And I guess, she can tell you now, or she can tell you later. It's up to you guys if you want to know.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
mean,
come back for Vern anyway.
well, that's what I was gonna ask Vern. I was like, Vern, why not just come for these few errands? We're just gonna leave right after that.
Uh, all right, if that's what you want.
Yeah, we gotta catch up anyway, properly.
All right. Shall I tell you the entrances then?
Yes, that'd be very lovely.
There's 3 that we know of that, if one wanted to gain access, could be done secretively. Uh, One is a blind spot on one of the walls. Um, a little alcove that's easier to scale than other portions of the wall. And the guardhouses atop the wall have no line of sight on them. Problem is, it is on the back side of the grounds along the cliffs, but
Hmm.
it is the least public of the entrances. There is a servant's entrance into the garden. A few more witnesses, but not heavily guarded. Um, it's supposedly a secret door, but the servants use it so often that more than just the groundskeepers know their way through. Last we checked, no one was guarding this entrance, but it does put you into the gardens somewhat exposed.
Hmm.
The last is through the sewers. Not the prettiest way in, but will get you into the through the privies.
So we coming up the bathrooms.
Yes, it's reserved for desperate work usually.
Right, lads. What are we thinking here?
Well, um, Quarion, do you have any summons that would allow us to go up a cliff easily?
I do actually.
Is it some
Question is, can I summon enough of them?
uh
Enough for
I'm pretty
what?
sure I can summon
well
spiders
there's
big enough that we might be able to ride.
yeah. Well,
I hate spiders.
Okay. Okay,
Well,
Morty.
stay behind,
Okay.
Morty.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll ride your flies.
Let's see.
Yeah. Because I don't think we could all climb. Climbing would be difficult.
I can summon 2 giant spiders, and they're large beasts, so we should be able to ride them.
It would be one at a time, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we can just do one at a time. She said that, like, the back way, like, they didn't have a line of sight on, so we could just hunker down, like, hide, while the spiders ferried everyone up.
I think it'd be fun to do the second way though.
The servants.
Yeah.
How would you do that, Morty?
Do we need disguises?
We could do that route, or we could just we could try to just sneak, act like we belong. Use Coherent's spell.
What spell is that?
It helps with our sneaking.
Oh, right. Okay. How long does that last for?
It's a good question, Coherent.
Concentration up to 1 hour.
Oh,
There you go.
how many times does he have to roll for that concentration? Just the one time? Or
Till he gets
Uh,
hurt.
As
Yeah,
long as
until
he's
you
not
hurt.
taking damage, yeah, he doesn't have to roll at all.
um
And we could just travel close by, and if things go awry, then Morty
and I know
does the dust.
so is that a situation where we all have to roll stealth? Like he gives us this thing and then we roll stealth?
I mean, probably when we
Whenever
encounter
you-
people.
whenever you have to roll stealth. You get
Okay.
+10.
Because I
Like
know
if we,
Yeah, it gives everyone +10 to stealth.
yeah. So I know
Chikara and Morty roll a disadvantage.
yeah. What's your guys' modifier for that? Like what's your bonus?
I would also
Not good.
roll with disadvantage on stealth check. Come to think of it.
But with the +10, it would,
I have
Yeah, the +10.
+5.
Okay.
So with
Yeah,
+10,
at
I'm
+0.
+15. at
So
first
either
advantage.
way, sounds like you pass.
I think I'm negative for stealth. Let's see. No, I'm just flat 0, but at disadvantage.
So worst case, you get an 11, which chances of rolling a 1 are like it's like 5%.
Yeah, I can't roll a 0.
What's your stealth, Quarion, or your ability to
+0.
0?
Yeah.
I
Uh,
could
Advantage.
I could bless. If necessary.
maybe Vern, do you have any you got any tricks? You got any you know?
Huh. Oh well, if we wanted to take the easy way, it would take up quite a bit of my magic, but I'd still be able to teleport us afterwards. We could fly up the wall.
Huh.
Otherwise, I could. I have quite a few tricks up my sleeve as far as scouting ahead.
I think that's all we need. I like that.
What's
So
up?
I think with Quarian's, help, I think we'll be fine. But especially if you have a scout, like, that's perfect.
Yeah. Let's see. I should warn you that the throne room itself might be warded against magic, or at least anything we do may be detected in there as opposed to on the rest of the grounds.
Even if we're invisible.
I'm unsure what what safeguards they have, but they may be alerted to our presence even if they don't know where we are.
Hmm.
By the time we get to the throne room, we shouldn't really need to use magic anymore.
Right? It should be, as long as we can all get to the circle.
We also
It
don't want to
shouldn't be an issue.
blow up Lord Kensington's spot. He's about to become a real lord.
Yes.
Yep.
If we stay invisible, that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
And he's willing to kill for it.
Alright. Well, let's all stick together,
Yeah.
like nice and close, like while Vern scouts and we creep with Quarian's help. And then
Alright.
if things go south, I throw this. Morty holds up the bag of dust.
Are we doing servants entrance or going up the wall?
I think the servants' entrance.
The servant's entrance should put us closer to our goal. If we can get
Yeah.
through undetected.
Well, with your scouting, I think we should be fine.
Hmm. Perhaps if I could borrow. Actually, I don't even need to borrow a servant's clothes. I just need to know what they look like, and then I can change my armor into a servant's clothes, right? And then
Yeah, at least one of us are guaranteed good.
but then I would have to disguise my face because I've already been in there.
If anything, you can just be the distraction. If we, run into a scenario where like we need to distract one of the servants to for us all to pass by.
Yes. Hmm. Well,
Good idea, Nacho.
yeah, you're
I may have one more thing that might be helpful. I can link us telepathically for the mission.
Oh, so we don't have to speak.
I think it could last up to an hour.
Yeah, let's do that. Is it either that or the scouting thing? You can't do both at the same time.
No, I'd still be able to scout.
Awesome. You're the best, Vern.
Don't forget that I can scout too. I have my I can trade like the Pidgeot for like a mouse version of a familiar.
But I assume whatever Vern has is probably better.
Yeah, well, he's not the only one that can scout, so
You can help, but I'm just saying Vern's probably got it locked down already.
he's not that cool.
Wizard stuff is pretty neat.
That is pretty cool.
Other people can do it too. Not that cool.
I mean, he was willing to cast an 8th level fly spell on you guys, but
8th level?
that's what it would take to get you guys up the wall.
Damn.
We should have done that. We could have flown.
That's too easy though. I like the chance of us getting caught better.
Or there would be more palace to get through if you fly up the wall, though. Okay. Let me think. So you guys are going to town to pick up your stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any business you guys have other than picking up the things you already commissioned?
Morty wanted to stop by the church real quick just to say hello and get more holy water for Bless.
Okay. And so you guys don't like
No, I just want my stuff.
need or care to roleplay the getting of your things.
No, not really.
No.
Okay, you guys receive your items.
Nice.
And Morty has a displacer cloak.
Oh my goodness.
Quarion has a Pokemon hat.
And a nature's mantle.
And
sewed
and a
into
and
my
a dual
Coquilla.
cape that yeah. And Dracaro, you have a very well made bear skin cloak in which the bear's head comes up over the top of your head as a hood.
Mm. Drakaro puts it on.
And did you also? She already
I had
made
a
the displacer pauldron for you, right?
Yeah, I think it was a puma pauldron.
I thought you already did the puma, and then the second one was the displacer skull.
That's what I
Right.
thought too.
Yeah,
The
that's
Puma
what
was
it
the first
was.
one you did.
Can I count my
Yeah,
visit
that's what it was.
to the church as enough time for me to equip the cloak of displacement?
Like a tune, you mean?
Yeah. Or do I have to like sit with it overnight?
Well,
No,
that's a
it's-
short rest, isn't it? We can just take a short rest in the church.
Yeah, short rest is only like a half hour, so you guys could do that if you want.
Okay. Excellent.
You can do it as like your prep for the mission anyway.
Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna equip it then.
Okay. So, and then what did you want to do at the temple?
Um. Well, mostly just kind of see what's up, see what it's all about,
Yep.
and then I don't know.
Does other people want to go? Is it like, are you guys going as a group, or are you letting Morty do his thing for a little bit, or?
Quarian would go with him.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys, the other fellows can wait outside or come in if they
Yeah.
want. Morty would invite them.
Nacho would put on like he would turn his armor into like a beggar outfit and sit outside with a can, trying to get free money.
All right. We'll come back to that. All right. So you guys, so this is it's sort of like I can't think of the word right now. Ugh. So you walk into the outside is like walled off, and you walk in, and there's this large structure, and you pass under these huge arches, and you been through like a very ornate hall, and then it enters or exits out into this large courtyard, and um, you see like acolytes in robes. You see um, obviously higher ranking religious members in much more ornate like hats and vestments and things like that. They're all wearing different symbols and colors, and as you kind of survey this large courtyard, you notice that there are like areas and exits and rooms off different portions that enter into shrines to all of the various gods. So like all of the gods are represented here, um, and the more elaborate and ornate, larger portions are the gods that are more heavily favored in this city. And then there are some lesser deities that are like essentially just like a guy with a single small shrine next to it, and that's about it.
It's almost like a
Um,
market square, but for gods.
yeah, and then there's, amongst the people in robes, you see, people of the general public, um, going to various shrines and making offerings and prayers, either lighting candles or incense, or, kneeling and praying, or, um, monetary um, offerings as well. In a lot of places, some of them are bringing goods rather than money, sort of dependent on the different gods as far as what things are being offered um, as homage to the different god. That's what
Am
you
I
guys walk into.
am I able to easily spot where Helma's followers are?
Roll in perception check. 23. Yes. So you're scanning this courtyard, and at first you see sort of the larger structure that's enclosing the courtyard. It's clearly much older than a lot of the shrines that are sort of built into it. Um, and the first thing that catches your eye in one corner is that you actually see the um, the symbol on your amulet. So the more ancient um, symbol of Helm.
Hmm.
You enter, or you kind of head down towards that end, and as you get closer, you notice that below it, the shrine that's built up is not to Helm. It is to give me one second. It's to another one of the sort of good aligned gods, but um,
I'm a boy.
it is so you see a much like this larger shrine with a symbol of a cog with 4 spokes.
Hmm.
You recognize it as for the god whose name is Gond. Real original.
It's God of time or something.
He's the god of craftsmanship. So
Oh,
you see a lot
oh,
of
nice.
merchants and craftsmen coming, paying homage. Some of them are bringing their wares and their the things that they're making. Others are bringing money or spices that they've traded for, things like that. For the most part, it's people bringing money, but this is just a really big, busy, bustling shrine compared to some of the other ones. Um, and just next to it, you catch out of the corner of your eye, um, you see Helm's more modern symbol emblazoned on a flag um, on either side of a smaller shrine with just like 2 or 3 robed acolytes standing nearby.
Morty, to anyone who's with him, he's like, "There I am," and points to the 3 acolytes. Like, let's go say hi. And walks up.
Uh, as you approach, they at first don't notice you, and then one of them sort of double takes you and sees um, the amulet around your neck, and says, "Hail, brother! What brings you here?"
Well, suppose I just came to check out what's going on here and pay my respects. And also, I was wondering if you lot had any holy water I could perhaps borrow for my journeys.
Brothers, uh, it it it's it's one of our brothers who's been touched by Helm's graces. He seeks aid in his quest. And you see the other two sort of shockingly shocked expressions on their faces as they turn around and they say, "We don't get many of your kind here. The Helm is not a very popular one in this area."
Well, I'm not from here, you see. I've
Well,
traveled a great distance.
you are a sight for sore eyes. Helm's presence used to be very strong here, and he points towards the more archaic emblem on the wall
Yeah.
nearby. Says, ever since the war that destroyed this land, Helm's presence has been uh, not so welcome. Most people view him as a failure for not being able to protect the people of the land here. But now he sends a warrior.
Yes. It
We
would
can help.
I actually wasn't sure, about any gods not too long ago. And then one of my mentors actually got me going down this path, and one thing led to another, and I actually think I may have spoke to Helm or one of his disciples in a way, and that sort of led me down this path to where I am here today. And I don't know if he just like gestures to his lads. I don't know if we'd all be here if it wasn't for him and his guidance. So
The one that initially greeted you is very excited to hear your tale. One of the other ones seemed pretty distraught when you said you didn't believe in the gods at first.
It's very controversial.
And is sort of eyeing you. Well, roll an insight check.
Insight. Oh, jeez.
He's become a little bit less friendly, or less like open in his demeanor and
Yeah.
his posture and things like that. After you said that, and you can't tell if you can't tell why, whether it's jealousy or um, just disbelief
Yeah.
in your statement, or he's not unsure, or you're not sure, but he kind of closed down after you said that.
Okay.
The other one seems a little bit indifferent, but is definitely going along and excited. Still excited that there's another Helm worshiper in their midst.
Yeah.
The first
Helmist.
one says, "Well, we can offer what little we have. As you see, we're not one of the more well funded of the, of the orders here. We do have a little bit of holy water we can sell you for at a discount.
Sure.
Do you know how much holy water costs?
Nope.
Yeah.
I
Look
can
it
find
up.
out.
I bet it's gonna be real expensive.
I don't think it's too bad.
I think it's expensive to craft. I don't know how much it is to cost. 25 gold pieces looking like a flask of it.
Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, also, we're talking about gold. I have 300 gold. I'm gonna give back to Morty as our
Putting 300 back in the bank.
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on,
Uh,
10 left over. Hold on to.
you see the closed off one's eyes sort of widen when you see 300 gold pieces being passed from one of the members of the party to another.
Yeah, how much was it again? Morty's just throwing the pile of gold in his big, larger bag.
Why can't I find it? The alphabet. Yeah, 25. So, well, we could sell you a flask for 15 for a fellow brother.
Um,
Then
Morty hands.
they have 4 flasks.
Well, I'll only take the one. Morty gives him the 15 and then says, consider this a contribution to what you're trying to do here.
No,
And
actually,
then,
Morty, buy one for me too, Morty.
oh, you want one too?
Yeah,
Okay.
seems like a useful thing to have.
Well, then Morty gives him the 30 golds and then says, consider this a contribution for what you're doing here. And gives him another 16 on top. So 46 total.
Okay. They seem elated to be getting any sort of contributions.
Yeah.
As you look down in their offering collections areas is very sparse.
Yeah.
They have like a couple odd copper pieces and a little bit of just like stale bread that has been left for them.
Yeah. We gave them our change, but to them it's probably gonna go far.
Yes, well, we could do a lot with this.
I hope
Perhaps
so.
we'll start spreading the word and start gaining more followers. Uh, Especially if someone of your stature is in the area and proving to the people that Helm is still alive and well and looking out for us little folk.
He is alive and well, brothers. Just maybe not as much in these lands. Where I'm
Oh,
from, he's living very strongly.
well, I'm glad to hear this. But we
Yes.
hope to spread his power to this area as well.
I'm a druid from a swamp, and even we know of Helm.
Well, it's not so much that people don't know about him, it's more that he's fallen out of favor in this region because of what happened in
He's
the
not in
war
fashion anymore.
past. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be AFK for a second. I'm gonna take my dog out. I'm gonna switch to my phone. I'll be
Okay.
back in a minute.
All right. Nacho, roll a performance check.
Big money. 23.
Quite the beggar.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. You weren't there very long. It's only like a half hour or so. But you managed to collect the equivalent of 5 gold pieces while you're sitting there.
Fantastic.
Nacho found a lucrative business.
Yeah, I'm sure Morty will like
Yeah.
this.
5 gold pieces every half hour. That's quite the living.
Yeah. Well,
Sounds like real people panhandling.
Yeah, right.
Nacho gets up after a long half hour of begging and walks down an alleyway out of sight, and then suddenly reappears as normal
lord.
attire. Yeah, Lord attire. So.
You're still like outside the temple though, right?
Yeah, it's kind of waiting.
Morty spends a little bit of time like checking his gear, praying, preparing, attuning to his cloak.
Mm-hmm. He's very happy, very pleased with this new cloak.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything in the half hour?
Doesn't seem like it.
Right. Let's see.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
There we go.
Morty's gonna look so
There
cool in
we
his cloak
are.
now.
So as you're getting ready to leave, you notice that Vern had left your side a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
You find him outside another smaller shrine, and this one has the logo of a crystal ball, with many different eyes inside of it. And that is Put the book away. You recognize it as the goddess of that's Savras, the goddess of divination and fate.
It's a fancy sounding god.
I didn't picture you one for gods. Morty says from behind to Vern.
Yes, well, for the most part, I'm not. I'm more invested in my own knowledge, but it's good to know that there are higher powers up there with similar interests to my own.
Yes.
So
I
it's a
agree.
big world out there, Morty. There's gods for all of us.
You just seem like more of a man of science, is all I meant.
Well, religion has its place.
You do
Indeed.
know there's a god. What about the god of science, Morty?
Does
Probably
it
is one.
exist?
Run and leave it. I think
the-
Gilead or Gilead or something. I put down like Quarian's god as like the god of knowledge and something or other.
Yeah, well, there's
That seems like a sciencey god.
There's like a bunch of
Ronan,
pantheons.
come on.
I don't know if it's one of like science or not, but the Gond one is like,
Come
I mean, his symbol is a gear, so he's like craft and
Dracaro's partial
kind
to
of close to
Groosh.
science.
I
The orc god.
Yeah.
The one that we've been fighting?
Yeah.
Oh no, Talos. That's the one we're fighting. That's the bad one, right?
yeah.
Talos is the god of storms.
They're both bad.
Nacho doesn't believe in one religion, but he does believe that priests are the most impressive con artists. He is very impressed by their con artistry.
Come on, hasn't Morty shown you some things to at least give you an idea that it's not all cuckoo?
Well, gotta tell you, Morty, I haven't really been paying attention to what you goes on with you.
I do a lot of things when I grab my holy symbol. Right? Just say that. A lot of weird stuff happens.
Okay.
Nacho's just more impressed with himself.
Yeah.
Being able to walk on water and go
Yeah,
invisible.
He's on his own godly path.
Nacho would like
if
to
you
be
will.
Nacho would like to be worshipped. Yes.
He's on a godly
You should
path of his
have-
own.
Nacho, you should have the tailor combine the water walking boots and the spider boots,
I
like they did my capes.
The
don't.
water walking is a ring, isn't it?
Yeah, the water walking is the ring, but yeah, I think he's talking
Ah.
about the sneak boots and the spider boots. But I don't. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I think that'd be a little cheap.
You can't combine.
Yeah,
two
why don't I get
items
my
together.
it's like in Terraria when you get the goblin workbench or whatever, and you just combine make some rocket boots. Yeah, I don't know.
And a Tinker's Workshop.
There you go. But yeah,
Anyway.
so
Where are we?
I think you're wrapping up your little pilgrimage there, Morty.
Oh, and then so you're asking Vern about religion, and he says, and they're a good place to get certain supplies that are a little bit harder to come by. And he opens up his hand and he's holding a couple of things. A dark sort of fur in that you can't identify, and then two very different sized and colored eggs that are
All right.
one of them is like much larger than the other one.
Morty sort of gives Vern a funny look and is like, all right, old man.
just
Yeah, you gonna cook with those or hatch them?
oh, and not all of us get our power from someone else. We have to do it ourselves. And he just kind of slips them into a pocket of one of his robes.
Fair enough.
All right, and you guys start heading out.
Yeah, I
And
think
you
that's the last of our errands.
You see Nacho standing outside, in his full noble gear, waiting for you guys.
Why don't you come inside?
Lord Kensington?
Hey, I don't know. It's not my place.
You scared of religion?
Well,
Uh,
doesn't Nacho light on fire if he walks into a holy place?
No, I'm not scared of the holy places. I just think, I don't know, it seemed a little crowded. I didn't want to spook them. A horde of fellas just walking into a church there. It seems a bit odd,
As like Nacho's waiting for the group to approach, Morty sort of like walks close to him, like as he walks by, and is like, beginning to think you might have something to hide. And he turns around as he walks by and like looks at him, and says, "Lord Kensington," and then just keeps
What?
walking.
Does the
I
I'm
don't
watching
like your
motion with his
tone, Morty.
fingers.
I don't like your
Morty
tone.
sus. Morty sus. That's all.
The way you said Lord Kensington, I don't appreciate that. Well, we won't discuss this in the middle of the street here. We'll, wait till we get to,
Morty's just giving you some sass, is all.
yeah. Well, I would think that Morty, after seeing what Nacho had just done to his father, that Morty would be a little,
That's why Morty's the way he
wouldn't
is.
be so sassy.
If he murdered his father, he'll murder you too. No one is safe from Lord
Okay.
Kensington.
Let's
Got some
continue.
Morty shade. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
okay?
Let's continue.
So Vern turns to you guys and says, "All right, so if you like, I can connect us now."
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So this will take a little time, but you guys find an area sort of out of the way. He starts
I'll join
chanting.
hands.
He takes out the 2 eggs that he bought off the priests, and he is able to. Oh, he like puts them into a small bowl, and then he's chanting and performing this ritual in front of you guys. As you're doing this, you start to hear voices inside your head that aren't your own. At first, it's sort of just like a clatter of noise and just like a clamor of all these voices that you're unable to recognize, and then slowly they start to um, focus, and you start to recognize them, and you are now able to hear everybody else's thoughts within the party and communicate to one another willingly.
Whoa.
Who's that thinking about the that naked dragonborn? Jakaro. Clean
She
up your
was
thoughts.
so beautiful.
Exposed.
You see Toby started to blush off to the side as well.
So is it anything? I think they can like, basically hear it, so nothing's private.
I believe the way the spell's worded is that you guys can just communicate telepathically for now.
Okay.
That was more as the spell is like coming online. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
So he's not reading our minds, trying to dig up any information.
I just thought it'd be funny if you heard our inner thoughts, like inner dialogue. That'd be funny.
Mm.
So it would have been like, man, Nacho was sus.
Yeah. Mm.
It doesn't. So it doesn't explicitly say. It just says you can communicate telepathically.
I'd
Yeah.
imagine you have to like think at the person, and not just
Yeah.
like think.
Right. Yeah. It's the spirit of the spell is that, not so much so you guys are just
Yeah.
like completely linked and
The first
can't
thing Morty
tap
would
each
do
other's
would
thoughts.
just be like, hello, 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 echo, echo, echo. First thing Morty does.
Yeah, we hear you, Morty.
What the? And then he just looks at everybody. He's like, well, I guess we're doing this now. And
Yeah.
he's like, let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Brenda says this should be helpful for when we're invisible and trying to stay quiet.
Morty thanks to everybody. Good call.
Right. Vern has so many fun spells to play with. Let's see how we can help you guys out.
What level is Vern if he's got 8th level spells?
That would
Are we
mean it
rolling with
has-
I
like
don't
a
think.
level
I
20
don't think.
wizard?
I don't think we should know that. I don't think we should know. That should be a mystery. He's a mystery
I
man.
mean, if you guys do the math, you would know, just based on like your classes. But so to get, it's like whatever odd number double the level of spell. So he's a 17
So there's at least 17.
level wizard.
Should have recruited him instead of Toby to help us fight the dragon.
I mean, he's with you.
Morty knew he was powerful. This is no surprise.
That one is not concentration. That's cool.
So what's the plan here, Morty?
Same as before. Going in through the servants' entrance, and do our thing that way.
All right. So, are you guys like headed there now?
Yeah.
So the district to the north of the Regents is sort of the military district. So most of the guards in town are housed in this area. Sorry, just bring up the map. Everybody roll a perception check.
Well, let's not forget Aquarian doing his spell too before we, really start.
Okay, how long does that last? It's a while, right?
I think it's an hour.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
perception check, you said?
Yeah. Did you want to cast that before you entered this portion of this?
Yes. I would
Okay.
have cast it like when Vern was doing his thing too.
Well, Vern's doing his thing. Yep. Yep. So, all right. What's our perception? We got
That's pretty good.
16, 25.
We're just missing Aquarians.
Yeah, hold on. I'm on my phone trying to figure it out.
No, hurry up.
Ability, save, senses, perception. Where are you?
Skills.
20.
All right. If you want, I can do it for you, Quarion. It's up to you.
I found it
Like
now.
Okay, you got it.
And Ronan just finished pooping, so now we're heading back inside.
All right. So that is very good perception rolls for everyone.
Mhm.
So last time you guys passed through this area, it seemed sort of like a normal district as far as the number of patrols that you saw going through each street, and then for the most part just sort of residential area. You notice now that it is quieter than before, and the number of patrols has increased. And then I guess it's up to you guys how you want to try to move through the area.
Should do it sneakily.
It's a street area right now.
Well, so you're kind of just entering the district now as you're noticing this. That the patrols are heavier. There's not as many, general public kind of wandering in the streets at this point. And the few people that don't look like guards are sort of being stopped and questioned by the patrols as they go. So seeing this, I suppose you can decide how you would want to move through this district to get to the Regent's Manor.
We gotta try to stay out of the guard's sight.
I have an idea.
Now or never.
Let's hear it.
Well, you know how Querion's always lighting things on fire?
Well aware.
Perhaps
What are
if
you
he
talking
were
about?
to intentionally start a fire, it would cause a distraction, and then we just slip in.
Intentionally start a fire.
Yes.
Think you can
I don't know how
handle
that
it?
would work. I think I can handle it.
All right, Morty, why don't you look for a safe area where he could light a fire that would cause a panic, but it's not something that's gonna spread and burn down the whole city. Just cause a bit of panic and distraction.
Let someone show up or caught on fire for all I care. Just do it.
Also, Nacho, it might not be a bad idea for you to resemble the guards, just in case we got to answer any questions. You can just say, "Oh yeah, I caught these guys. I'm taking them to so and so."
You want to do a Wookiee play?
Yeah, to a Wookiee.
Yeah, just like you do on your home territory, Vendo.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You guys do have some shackles. If you need.
yeah, are we doing that and the fire, or just doing that? We only have one pair of handcuffs here, right? So
We don't need the handcuffs. Just
We can make more. We can just paint like a few sets of handcuffs.
I think the distraction is enough. Well, you could just turn into whatever he needs to suit our needs.
all right.
So I noticed that behind a tent off to the side in relatively quiet area, there's just like a cart full of hay. I'm like, all right, Marty, make sure no one's looking, and just like pick up materialize a fireball or a flame ball in my hand. And as soon as I'm confident that no one is watching, I lob the flame ball into the cart of hay.
I mean, there's probably gonna be a roll for this, right?
Yeah, we can.
I'm throwing a ball of fire into a large mass of dry hay.
I mean, it's not gonna be difficult. What are you using?
I was just using produce flame, I think. Yeah, produce flame.
Yeah, you can throw that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So roll the attack roll for that.
Nat 1. So
Seriously?
a 7. Nat 1. But I have a plus
That
6
was like
modifier,
pretty
so it's a
much
7.
all I was looking for you to not do.
what did you light on fire this time?
Yeah.
So Quarian trips when he throws the flame ball, and it hits the tent next to the thing instead.
No.
The tent was full of a bunch of nuns who
Yeah.
were praying over.
It was full of fireworks.
over
It might be a bigger distraction than we wanted.
Yeah, so unfortunately, yes, you are able to light the hay, but the adjacent building is also now on fire.
Oh shit, boys! Everyone run!
How? Oh, well, calm down, Quarion.
Well, hey, you want a distraction?
How are the guards reacting? Like, what's the What's their reaction?
The ones nearby are just starting to notice, and starting to call up the alarm.
Morty audibly yells fire, and then in the heads he just goes, all right, now's the chance.
Yeah, you see most of the guards are heading towards the flames, and some are running off in various directions to get more people, in buckets and things like that. You see some of them like banging on doors, looking for more people to help and for supplies.
And the League makes their escape
Yeah.
after
So
after potentially killing some people.
everybody roll a stealth check with advantage.
So then I'm just straight up.
So
Yeah.
straight up if you have disadvantage.
And then add 10 to it.
Well, everybody adds 10 to it as well because you have your.
Okay.
I rolled a 28.
No, it was a straight up Jakaro.
Oh, okay. The first one, 19.
All right. You guys are good to go as the guards are kind of rushing about in general disarray, trying to recruit people and supplies to start fighting this building fire,
Oh my god.
structure fire that just started. Um,
God damn it, Quarian.
you reach the edge of this area. There is a large main thoroughfare between this district and the Regent's place. And the Regent's Manor is surrounded by a large wall as well. Let me mark it for you. The various entrances that were, well, the sewer entrance was. Oops, did not mean to do that. That's fine. The sewer entrance was over there in the area. The servant entrance is here. Unfortunately, in the large thoroughfare that we were talking about, and then a portion of wall that is easily scaled is back here on the cliffs. The fire you guys started is
Quarian started.
this building here.
You guys specifically requested that
Yeah.
I start a fire.
It's
The
true.
party
Not on a
As-
house.
as represented by Vern, the large Vern, is now in an alleyway between these two buildings across from the servants' quarter or servants' entrance. The servants' entrance is a secret, in quotes, door through the wall, that actually goes down under the ground, under the gardens, and into the building. Right
Like
now,
a tunnel.
yeah. Most of the servants' quarters are below the manor itself. Right now, the entrance is closed. It's supposedly secret, but it's so often used that it's pretty obvious where it enters. The bigger problem is more so the number of people that come and go through it than the fact that it's quote unquote secret. So, as this is happening, you see several patrols on the main thoroughfare. They do not seem to be distracted by the fire. They are continuing with their patrols around the manor. And one or two servants leave the building as you guys are watching the entrance.
Well, Vern, think maybe you could scout ahead?
Is that Nacho in his gear?
It's just one of the servants, I guess.
Oh,
You said that.
yeah. He's just serving champagne to the people on the street. Vern says, I can scout in ahead. And let you guys know when the servants aren't coming, but you'll have to be in charge of figuring out the guards.
What
The
guards?
the patrols. You see him take out that little bit of black fur that he purchased earlier, and he sort of rubs it between his fingers, and then you see him place it over one of his eyes, and then he just says, "All right, 1 second," and like a second or two goes by, and then he says, "All right, the antechamber and the hallway behind the door are clear right now. The hallway leads down under the building and forks in several directions. There's to the right a mostly storage area. There doesn't seem to be too many people moving in and out. Straight ahead heads under the main building to the seems like the kitchens. And back to the left seems to head towards the servant quarters themselves." Do you want me to scout any of those areas further?
Uh, yeah, I mean, which way would ever be a direct route to towards the Regents, I suppose?
Know that kitchens have more people in them, but those are the chambers below the regent's chambers for bringing food to in and out.
Yeah, probably the fastest way to the same room where the portal would be.
All right, well, we'll have to figure out a way through the kitchen, but could help if you need me
Okay.
in a pinch. I don't like doing it, but if you need a distraction for a group of people, I can help.
Well, we might need that. If not, we might be able to figure something out. And he looks to Nacho.
Do we have any sleeping scroll spells, Morty?
Sleep?
Yeah, do we have a sleep? I feel like we got. Was there something in the
I might. Let me check.
from like the gnome book?
There's something with a sleep in it.
Yeah.
I may have sold it. Let me see what I have left.
Ooh, yeah, we may have sold that one.
Find that notebook in my inventory. There it is. Oh, no, I still have it. Well, Morty would pop open the notebook and say, "You looking for a sleep spell?"
Yeah, I mean, if we want to take out any guards or the servants without actually, taking them out, that might be a way of doing it.
Morty grabs the page out of the book and he's like, "All right, well, it's right here."
Is there like is there a skill where like someone would be more like use that more efficiently, like is it like intelligence or something? Like
I don't know.
who'd be
I've never actually used a scroll.
That's a good question. I suppose it's up to me. I would say that that's not a. Hold on. Nacho would be the only one that could use it without having to roll for it.
Okay.
So Nacho's the one asking for it more, and he was
Yeah.
like pulling it out and like handing it to him, basically.
All right. Well, I'll use this if we need it. What's the game plan here? We're just going in.
Yeah, gonna be as sneaky as possible.
All right.
Vern says, should we try to distract these guards? I mean, we cross this road and enter the door. They should be able to see us pretty easily.
Yeah, let's just not light a house on fire this time.
Yeah, that would be very. One fire is a coincidence. Two fires, that's arson. Suspected arson right there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Just trying to help the party out.
Well, no, you did a good job. You did a good job, Coran. You did a good job. We're just
This is
Last
not killing
time.
anybody.
yeah. So we gotta distract two guards that are outside the wall before we go in. Is that
Maybe you could approach him as their officer. Tell him to go somewhere else.
yeah. Okay, Lord Randall can do that. Sure.
Well, I mean, you could match their outfits, but make it an officer outfit.
Oh, like I outrank them.
Yes.
Okay, so what are they just regular guards? That means I would be like
A captain, a lieutenant.
Yes.
yes, okay.
Superior officer.
Okay, Lieutenant Charles Jeffrey.
Whatever you'd like.
Gotta get into character, Morty. You gotta let 'em-
All right. Nacho looks for a place to quick change.
You guys
There's
are
a lot of
currently
mileage out of this armor the last couple episodes.
hiding in an alleyway right now.
Okay, so we're hiding. Okay, so Nacho quick changes into a commanding officer, Lieutenant Charles Jeffries, and
Okay, roll an intelligence. Well, do you have like a bonus in history or no?
I got a question. Have we
no.
seen any officers?
Well, I got a
in
plus
our-
one.
in our
I have a
travels?
plus one.
Okay,
Have we
roll-
like encountered any like guard officers in our travels so far, like that he might know by name, or is that too far?
Also, keeping an eye out at the local guards seems like something Nacho would do.
I agree. I'm trying to figure out the best way to
Like I feel like while he was walking around
reflect
town,
that.
he would have been like watching the guards and like taking note of differences in the uniforms.
That
All right, let's start with this. Nacho, roll a perception check with advantage.
Indeed.
That's-
Oh, is it coming up? Sorry.
yeah, I got
9.
9. That's with advantage. Yeah.
9.
Yeah, I got a 2 and a 5.
And then roll. Roll an intelligence check. This is straight. I mean, give me history or intelligence, doesn't matter. But
Ooh.
17. Okay. You tried while you were in the throne room to survey the higher ranking guards and try to figure out what you would need at some point to impersonate them if you needed to.
In case the situation
Um,
would arise.
You did not do a very good job.
Oh.
You did do a good job of, to the best of your ability, recreating what you remembered. We'll
Okay.
just say that.
So like you look good, you look the part, but
As
can you-
far as everything you were able to see and get a good idea of, you replicated that very well. But you don't know whether or not you were able to get all of the details that you needed.
Well, I think we're gonna approach them.
good
All
luck,
right.
mate.
Lieutenant
Morty,
Charles Jeffries is going to approach the gentleman.
as Nacho's walking away, Morty taps him on the shoulder, giving him guidance.
There you
And it's 2 guards, right?
go. Yeah, there are patrols coming down the road. They all seem to be going in the same direction. They're pretty evenly spaced. And they're pretty frequent to the point where, you know, even if you waited for one patrol to go by and then went across right then, the next patrol could probably still see you because it's pretty wide open. So
Okay. Nacho would exit the alley in his getup and wait for one of the patrols to show up.
Yep.
And he's going to approach them, and he's going to say, "You two." It's 2 guards each
Yep.
patrol. Okay, you two, come here.
There you go, sir, and approach.
Well, I saw some suspicious-looking gentlemen heading in that direction. I think you should investigate it. They're possibly, I suspect they're the ones that started this fire that might be going on. It's a horrible fire.
Which way are you pointing?
Whichever way.
The group is not.
Yeah, yeah. Whichever way like benefits the most. I was having a hard time visual
So you guys are here.
Yeah.
You're trying to cross the street without being seen.
Yeah.
Patrols are coming this way.
So
And, heading off that way.
I
So this patrol is here. The next patrol is like out there. You can
Probably
see them.
stop the patrols the direction they're coming from.
Okay, so what I could send these 2 guards. Where's the pointer here?
To get their buds heading this way
Yeah,
to
so
help.
the guards that are here, I'm talking to them, and then I would send them like in this direction to talk to these guards, and then like get them to go away.
Okay. All right. So let's roll either a deception or performance, whichever one you want.
With guidance.
Yeah, with your guidance.
With guidance, that's +4
Yeah.
or
D4.
D4, right?
D4, yeah.
Okay, so a grand total of 14.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's see. You give them this order to head back the way they came. You say that there is some suspicious characters. You think they have something to do with the fire. The one of them is like gung ho and eager to obey his commanding officer. You see the other one sort of eyeing you a little bit warily, but ultimately he does follow his patrol mate back in the direction you sent them.
Nice.
Roll a perception check.
22.
Perception 22. As they're headed back the other direction, You can't hear what they're saying, but you do see the one that seemed a little bit suspicious talking to the other one. And kind of looking over his shoulder at you once or twice as they're going.
So he's watching me. I'm being watched. Is that what I'm perceiving?
You're sus.
He seems to be suspicious of you.
Well,
They are at this point. They're following your commands, but that one seems to be suspicious of you.
huh.
Not so thrown off by this information.
What would Lieutenant Charles Jeffries do in this situation?
You want me to light something else on fire?
Actually, we are linked in that way where I could communicate another fire. I think we have to do a second fire here, fellas.
Morty says again.
Yeah. I believe
Then you distract him.
I think one's a little suspect. I'm perceiving that one's a little suspect of me here, Morty.
You think a fire's gonna change that?
Yeah, look, Quarion, we're gonna need another fire probably around, probably north of where you guys are now, like, that area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please not a house again.
You know.
Are we you're being watched right now though, aren't you?
I am, but they can't see me talking in my head to you.
What
I'm
I'm
just
thinking
keeping
is
cool.
if I activate Flareon, if I have Flareon like, go under a table and then activate her, I could have her go off and set a fire like far away from us. And we can be like, super not suspicious.
Yeah, well, I told the guards that there were suspicious characters east of us, east of this location where I am right now. So, perhaps if it were to happen in that direction, yeah.
Hey, sorry to do this, but it is midnight, so I guess it's not too bad. But I gotta go. There's something going on with my daughter again. So.
Oh no, what's she peeing on now?
I don't know. I don't think she peed, but so we'll call it there. But if you guys want to like stay on and discuss your plans for a little bit, you can do that. And then I'm cool to play Friday, so we can pick up with you guys trying to break in.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm down for Friday.
Sound good? All right.
It's good.
Sounds good.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Cool.
All good. I was starting to fall asleep anyway.
Later, guys.
Later, man.
Later.
Peace.